get ready to go. We're glad that you're all here, so now it's time to start the show. We're not in school, but we can still pretend by making music until this ends. We're making music with our Falcon friends.
Hey there, Falcons. Guys, we got something brand new to learn about today. A brand new thing in music that you've never heard of before. Something brand new that's going to give us some new things to do, some new notes to learn, some new music to make. So, get ready to have some fun and get ready to make some music.
We're making music with our Falcon friends.
All right, fourth grade. Now, there is a holiday coming up in, just a couple of weeks. A holiday called Thanksgiving. And Thanksgiving is a holiday where you get to get together with your family and have some delicious food. And be thankful for all the things that you have in your life. Well, one thing that is pretty common at Thanksgiving is the main course, the main food that you're going to be eating, which is usually turkey. Now, we eat turkey here in America, but in other parts of the world, they eat different types of birds. And in fact, we're going to go somewhere today. We're going to take a little trip to France. We've been to France before with the song Frère Jacques. But today we're going to do a new song that is actually about a bird. A lark. Now, we don't eat a lark here in the United States. We eat turkey and chicken and things like that. But in France, they eat a lark. Well, they have a song about a lark. It's called Alouette, which is a lark. This song is about plucking the feathers out of the lark because you don't want to eat the feathers, am I right? If you ate a turkey, you probably wouldn't get a mouthful of feathers. It would be kind of gross. So this song, Alouette, is actually about that lark getting the bird ready to be eaten, just like we'll be getting that turkey ready to be eaten on Thanksgiving. Here's how the song goes. Alouette, gentille alouette, alouette, gentille plumerai, gentille plumerai la tête, gentille plumerai la tête, et la tête, et la tête, alouette, alouette, oh, alouette, gentille alouette, alouette, gentille plumerai. Now, some words in here. First, I'll say it, you say it back. Alouette, gentille alouette, alouette, gentille plumerai. Now, what does that mean? Alouette is a lark. Gentille alouette is a gentle lark. Alouette, gentille plumerai. Plumerai means to pluck the feathers out. Plumerai. If you've ever seen a marching band, they have plumes. Those are those big feathers in their hats. If you've ever seen a marching band march, you've seen those probably. Those are called plumes. Plumerai in French is the feathers. Gentille plumerai la tête. These are French words. La tête is the head. The song is a little bit like head, shoulders, knees, and toes. You guys know that song? This kind of teaches you the different parts of your body. Well, la tête in French is your head. I'll sing this time. You echo back. Listen. Alouette, gentille alouette. Alouette, gentille plumerai. Gentille plumerai la tête. Gentille plumerai la tête. Good. Now the next part is a little bit different. I'm going to sing et la tête, and you're going to echo back et la tête. Different octave. I'll sing the high one, you sing the low one. Listen. Et la tête. We'll do the same thing on a different word. I'm going to sing alouette. You sing the same thing, but in your octave. Alouette. Then we'll sing this together. Oh, which leads us back into alouette, gentille alouette, alouette, gentille plumerai. Good. Try the whole song with me. Here we go. Alouette, gentille alouette, alouette, gentille plumerai, gentille plumerai la tête, gentille plumerai la tête, et la tête, alouette, oh, alouette, gentille alouette, alouette, gentille plumerai. Now, this song doesn't just stop with plucking the bird's feathers off the head. There's other ones too. There is le bec, which is your nose, or the bird's beak, le bec. There is le dos, which is the back of the bird. There is la aile, those are the wings. Okay, so we can keep going with this. Alouette, gentille alouette, alouette, gentille plumerai. Gentille plumerai la bec, gentille plumerai la bec, et la bec, et la tête. Alouette, oh, alouette, gentille alouette, alouette, gentille plumerai. Gentille plumerai la bec, gentille plumerai la bec, et la bec, et la tête. Alouette, oh, alouette, gentille alouette, alouette, gentille plumerai. You notice each time we do it, we add another one. Here's the next one. Gentille plumerai la do, gentille plumerai la do, et la do, et la bec, et la tête. Alouette, oh, alouette, gentille alouette, alouette, gentille plumerai. Gentille plumerai la aile, gentille plumerai la aile, et la aile, et la do, et la bec, et la tête. Alouette, oh, alouette, gentille alouette, alouette, gentille plumerai. Now you learned a couple of French words, and you learned that in France they eat a lark. So have a great Thanksgiving coming up, and don't eat too much lark, or I guess in your case, too much turkey.
We're making music with our falcon friends.
All right, fourth grade. Now talking about turkey, I'm hungry. I'm going to be honest. I'm very hungry. I'm not hungry enough to go to Hungary though. But if we're going to go to Hungary, well, we might as well sing our song then. Here we go. Loo 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 loo. Let's just do it one more time. The full body workout. Here we go. Here we go. Stand up. Time for that Hungarian full body workout, okay? We're going to really earn our snack today. Here we go. Ready? Follow me. Loo, 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 loo. Loo, 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 loo. Loo, 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 loo. Loo, 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 loo. Whew, good. Now we're set. Oh. Man, actually, I'm kind of hungry. I'm not going to be honest with you there. Okay, now, Hungarian canon, or Hungarian melody we've been singing. Let's see who remembers the answers to some of these questions. First question for you is this: in the second phrase, how many beats do we keep? Loo, 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 loo. 4 beats, obviously. Yes, we have a melody. What direction does that melody go? Loo, 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 loo. It goes up. Nice job. Remember how we moved to it? How many different, it's a key word, how many different pitches do we have? Loo, 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 loo. We sing 6 sounds, but the last 2 are the same pitch. So we have 5 different pitches. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Can we sing those 5? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And they're moving up. Now, are they moving up in big skips, or are they just moving right up the steps? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Sounds like we're just moving right up the steps. It's because we are moving right up the steps. They're all a step apart from each other, but remember this. There are 2 steps that sound a little bit closer together than the other ones. Which 2 steps are a little bit closer together than the other ones? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Do you know which 2 steps? Do you remember which 2 steps are closer together? 3 and 4, they are a smaller step. 1 and 2 is a big step. 2 and 3 is a big step. 3 and 4 is a small step. 4 and 5 is a big step. We have big steps and small steps now in music. We've always just had steps, but now some of them are big and some of them are small. Last week, I asked you to do something with your hand to make a picture of these 5 sounds. So hold your hand out like this. Yes, you got your thumb pointing straight up. You got your pinky at the bottom. These are the 5 different sounds. Each finger is a different sound. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now, if I do it like that, they're all kind of the same distance apart. They're all big steps. But that's not really what we have here, as we always just talked about it. The third step and the fourth step are not a big step. They are a small step. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 3, 4, 3, 4. 3 and 4 need to be closer together. So what are we going to do? Glue them together. There you go. Now we have a really good visual representation of these 5 different sounds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Can you sing that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I bet you didn't know this. The entire song is actually just these 5 pitches. 1, 2, 3, 4, 3, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5. 5, 3, 5, 4, 3, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 2, 1, 1. It's actually the entire song. It's just these 5 different pitches where the third and the fourth are closer together. Guys, we're about to learn something brand new, something that we've never had before in music class. We're going to learn about these big steps, going to be small steps. What happens when we have them all together? We're going to talk about it coming up next. So, stay tuned.
We're making music with our falcon friends.
All right, fourth grade, really big stuff here today. Some stuff you maybe have never heard of before. Now, if you're in band or orchestra, well, maybe you've heard of this before. Or if you play an instrument, play the piano. But we're going to tell you some information today about different types of steps. In music, we have 2 different types of steps. We have big steps, and we have small steps. But in music, we have special names for those types of steps. In music, we call a big step a major step. A major step is a big step, okay? Another name for a major step is actually 2 names, a major step or a whole step, okay? We also have small steps, and in music, we have another name for that. We call a small step a minor step. It's a small step. Another name for that, instead of a minor step, we also can call it a half step. So major steps, whole steps are big. Minor steps, half steps, are small. How can you remember this? Well, you guys know constellations? You guys know constellations? Well, constellations are the stars up in the sky. They make pictures at nighttime, whether you know it or not. They actually are different pictures up there that people have seen over the years. You ever hear of the Big Dipper? Maybe you've heard of that before. Ever hear of the Little Dipper? Well, did you know the Big Dipper and the Little Dipper actually have scientific names? The Big Dipper is called the Ursa Major. The Little Dipper is called Ursa Minor. Major and minor. Major is big, minor is small or little, okay? So we have 2 different types of steps in music. We have major steps and minor steps. And in the song we've been singing from Hungary, we have both of these types of steps in a pattern. Now, we have 5 different sounds in that pattern. I want you to make, on another piece of it, you're going to need some paper here today, guys, or a dry erase board is good too. You're going to need to make 5 steps. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 steps, okay? We're going to fill in our solfege names. Now, you might know some of these already. In fact, you should know some of these. Sounds like hot cross buns. Mi, re, do. Right, the bottom 3 are mi, re, do. Well, if we know mi, re, do, we actually also know this one then, because it's a skip higher than mi. You probably learned about that a long time ago. It's actually so. But this means we have a new solfege sound in between mi and so. When we have a sound that's in between mi and so, we have a name for that in music. We call a sound that's in between mi and so fa. 5 sounds in a row. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Interesting. Okay. 5 sounds in a row. Now, there's a special name for these 5. Now, we learned something many years ago. Probably learned this back when you were a kid, too. A pentatonic scale. Pentatonic scale. A pentatonic scale was 5 sounds. Now, this is 5 sounds. But this is not a pentatonic scale, because a pentatonic scale actually is all major steps. So we learned something today. We learned major and minor steps. And this has a minor step in it. This has a minor step between which 2? Do you remember? 3 and 4. Mi and fa, this is actually a minor step. So when we have these 5 sounds in a row, we call this something different. We call it a pentachord. Penta, obviously, because it has how many? 5. Pentachord, 5 sounds in a row. Do, re, mi, fa, so. I'll sing it, you echo back this time. Do, re, mi, fa, so. Can you sing it? Good, let's sing it together this time. Do, re, mi, fa, so. Show our hand sign. Do, we know that. Re, mi, fa. Because it's only a minor step away, it's pretty close to mi. That's what it looks like. It's not quite a thumbs down. It's not like a that, but it is a thumb on the bottom. And so is up here. So we got this. Do, re, mi, fa, so. Sing those with me and show the hand sign this time. Here we go. Do, re, mi, fa, so. Our pentachord using our major and minor steps. Do and re is a major step. Re and mi is a major step. Mi and fa is a minor step. Fa and so is a major step. There we go. Now, a pentachord, major and minor steps. What does this look like on our staff? So, it's been a little while probably since we've written a staff. Here, I'm going to show you a staff. Here's what one looks like. Okay. 5 lines, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. If you want to make your own staff, you're going to need a ruler. And quick refresher here, not too difficult to make one of these. All you're going to need to do is hold your paper horizontally, not vertically. And you're going to pull the ruler here and you're going to make a mark. In fact, you're going to make 5 marks. You're going to make a mark at 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Start at 2, not at 1. Need a little bit of extra room there, okay? So make a mark at 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, like that. And then slide the ruler down to the other end. You can do the same thing down here. Make a mark at 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then you got these 2 lines like that. All you're going to do is connect them, and that will actually make you a music staff. Just like that. Music staff. Okay. Now I'm not going to use that. I'm going to use actually the one that I have printed out. You can actually probably find these online. If you look on Google and look for a music staff, you can print one out if you have a printer at your house, or you can just make your own. They're fine. Either way it'll work. So our pentachord, how does this look on our staff? How does this look on our music staff? Well, let's figure it out. I'm going to make a little reminder first. I'm going to put do, re, mi, fa, so. Okay. Remember our solfege names, we can put them anywhere we want them to go. Do, let's put do down here on its own line, way at the bottom. Do is on its own line at the bottom. Okay. When do is on its own line at the bottom, re is 1 step higher, so it's going to be right underneath the first line. When re is there, mi is 1 step higher. It's on the first line. I'm noticing a pattern developing here. When mi is on the first line, fa is 1 step higher. It's a minor step, but it's still a step. It's going to be in the first space. And when fa is in the first space, so is 1 step higher on the second line, just like that. Do, re, mi, fa, so. Right. Now remember, you can actually write these anywhere you want. You don't have to have them in those spots. But if one moves, they all have to move. So let's say for a second, let's start do somewhere else and see if we can figure out where the rest of them go. Let's say do is on the second line. That's a good place to start do. So it would sound a little bit higher, but there it is. Re is now not going to be where it was before. Re has to move too. So do is on the second line. Re is now in the second space. When re is in the second space, mi is on the third line. When mi is on the third line, fa is another step higher. They're all steps apart. Major and minor steps, but they're still steps. Fa is going to be in the 4th space. And when fa is in the 4th space, so is on the 5th line. Follows the same pattern, just starting at a different spot. Okay? Pentachords are really not too tricky to write out on our staff, because all we're doing is really following a very simple pattern there, okay? So next week, we're going to be seeing that our pentachords have been in many of our songs. We're going to get a chance to write out some more of these. If you want to practice doing this a while, you can. You know how to make a staff now. So we can go and get practicing that. It's a good thing to get your fingers ready and your brain ready, because next week, we're going to be practicing some more things using our pentachords. So get ready and keep making music.
We're making music with our falcon friends.
All right, 4th grade. Guys, you know, we've been learning a lot today. We learned about a pentachord. We learned about major steps and minor steps. There's a lot of stuff we've been learning about. But we learned about something a while ago we've been practicing for a while now, and that is our syncopation. Now, we've been using syncopation for quite a while, and today I want to see what you know about syncopation. So what I'd like you to do is get a piece of paper, just put 4 blank beats. You can do more if you want. You can do 8, you can do 12, I don't care, but do at least 4. And I want you to write out a pattern that uses syncopation. Probably use that at the beginning. And what I want you to do is write out a pattern that uses syncopation. And then I want you not just to write it, I actually want you to perform it with your castanets. So for instance, you can do ta-dee-dee-ta-dee-ta. Or whatever you can do, ta-dee-dee-ta-ka-dee-ta. Okay, be creative. Write out a pattern that uses syncopation. What I want you to do is I actually want to see what you know about this. In the description below, I have a link to a Flipgrid. What I want you to do is make a video showing your pattern that you wrote, and then I want to hear you perform it on your castanets. Ta-dee-dee-ta-ta. Whatever you write. You can make it long, you can make it short, at least 4 beats long though, okay? So, write out a pattern, use syncopation, perform your castanets, send me a Flipgrid of it, and have fun.
We're making music with our falcon friends.
Well, we sure had fun this week, didn't we? So, until next time, grab your coat and get your hat. Leave your worries on the doorstep. Just direct your feet to the sunny side of the street. Can't you hear the pitter pat and the happy tune is your step? Life can be so sweet on the sunny side of the street. I used to walk in the shade with those blues on parade. Now I'm not afraid. This rover crossed over.